Hey everyone, welcome to the 26th month of being a dad. So, the big update this month is my wife and I have decided to move to Raleigh, North Carolina. There's a few different reasons for it. One is economic, just housing is a lot cheaper there, so we can rent for less than half of what we would in Massachusetts and be a lot closer to where I will be working and a lot closer to the downtown and other things. And houses are also less than half the price for something that's equivalent. Um, Living 45 minutes to an hour outside of Boston is significantly more expensive than living in an area that has like a great commute to the downtown, a great commute to things we want to be around. Even the most expensive places to live outside of Raleigh, like the suburbs that are considered like the nicest to live in the best location, would be the equivalent of living in some random town that's a 45-minute drive from downtown Boston. So it's really, really substantial. And that is one of the big drivers for us, in addition to the weather being quite a bit warmer in the winters and not having nearly as much ice and snow and only being a little bit warmer in the summers. And we're fine with that. You know, kids being able to play outside and things like that year round is huge for us. And obviously, my wife being from Brazil is not a huge fan of the winters, and neither am I. And we can always come back and visit our families and do things like, you know, ski for a week or something like that and enjoy the winter sports, which is really the only reason to be around here in the winter in a place like Massachusetts or some of the northern states is the things you can do potentially outside, like downhill skiing or snowboarding or snowmobiling or something like that. But like I said, obviously we can visit and do those things on vacation and kind of get the best of both worlds. I'll stay with the same company I'm working for right now, just at a location in Raleigh. So there'll be familiarity and some consistency there when we move. And that was a big part of moving to a particular place where I could do that. So that narrowed it down a bit. I do work for a company that has locations in many different states, but then we wanted to check off certain boxes like warmer than where we're living, but not too warm, and have a low cost of living, but also be in a place where people are thriving and it's not like the economy and housing market is crashing or something like that. But wanted to be in a place where there are middle class families and it'll continue to thrive and grow. So there was about a handful of places we considered, but North Carolina made the most sense with being able to transfer my job as well as familiarity with some family that lives in North Carolina right now. Other than that, Nicholas is doing great. He's really getting out and about because the weather's warming and he can go to the park, and he loves climbing and doing all that stuff and playing with older kids and learning from them. He loves going on the spinning things at the park. So that's fun to do. Obviously, it's a little bit of work to push him on the swing and spin him around for what seems like hours. But it's definitely a lot of fun for me and allows me to be active and do things with him and connect with him. So that's exciting. And other than that, I can't think of too much. So I guess I'll wrap up right now and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.